Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're back in Minecraft Vault Hunters, and today I actually want to quickly just clarify something. So in the end of last video, we actually went on a hunt for some passive mobs. Now I've done some testing in Creative Worlds, and thanks to a few of you who left comments helping me out, I actually realised that passive mobs do spawn inside of the sky block. You just have to be in certain biomes. A lot of the biomes, I don't know why, but they don't spawn. Like right here, this is a birch forest, and for some weird reason, no mobs will spawn inside this birch forest, either at this level right here, or at the very bottom of the world. And same over here, I then carried on building out, because I was using chunk base to locate biomes. I will talk about that in a second. This is a dark oak forest, Minecraft vanilla version, and once again, nothing spawns at the bottom of the world, nor at the top of the world. So I'm going to leave hunting for passive mobs for now, and maybe in a live stream we'll do soon, I will eventually go back on the hunt for the forest, because I think it's like 500 blocks in that direction. So how I think I'm going to get these salmons is salmons in Java Edition, it's different in Bedrock Edition. They actually spawn in frozen oceans, frozen deep oceans, rivers, and frozen rivers. Now, if I'm correct, somewhere along here, I'm pretty sure we cut through a river, which I'm hoping we do. Yeah, here we go. A river is right here. It's only a small river. I think it's like 10 blocks. As you can see, Dark Oak River, and I think it goes back to Dark Oak Forest. Does it? Maybe not then. Okay, no, this is actually quite a big river. So how I think we can do this is just by putting water like that. That should then flow down, meaning that we should get salmon spawning in this water. At least I think. Because in 1.18 or 1.19, I think they changed fish, squids, dolphins, and aquatic mob spawning rules to make it so they only spawn below level 50, and no, above level 50, below level 64, or something like that. So we won't actually get fish spawning all the way up here. So this is a river, so in theory we should get salmons spawning in this, and I'm hoping we will. Is this still a river? This is still river blocks. So let's maybe go down a bit further. What is that? There is something right there. Okay, wait. This goes into a lush cave. Okay, that's kind of interesting, because that means now tropical fish will spawn here. I'm a bit of a noob. After about 5 minutes of trying to get salmons to spawn, I couldn't. I don't know if it was because the tropical fish were taking up the mob cap, or if it was, I don't know, maybe salmons have different spawning rules, but we can literally just go fishing for them. I completely forgot that fishing was a thing. I don't think anything's changed with fishing. So I can literally maybe just go in this 3x1 hole, and that should, in theory, work. We don't care about treasure, and I think treasure you need like a 5x5x5. We only want salmons, and we only need 3 of them as well. If this don't work, then I can always go down into the actual thicker water down below us. There we go, we got 1 salmon, so this does work. Now, this is only like a thing we can use for small amounts. I think eventually we are going to have to look at making some sort of fish farm. I don't think you can put fish inside of them, what they called animal pens. I think that's only for overworld, like on-land mobs. But I'm not too sure. You might be able to, as a fish is going to be quite hard to get, especially if the altar starts asking for loads and loads of them. There we go. We now have the 3 salmons. It would help if I took my magnet off. So there we go. That's another crystal made. Let's quickly just craft that and put the magnet back on so it goes straight into our inventory. And I think I'm going to automatically craft another one, just so we have it ready. Where is the actual crystals? I don't actually know where I put them. Maybe in here? Nope, they're not in there. Are we out? Maybe, I don't know. We had loads of them last time I checked. They should be in... I thought they were with the stone. Oh yeah, they're up there. Okay, I just wasn't looking properly. So let's now throw that like so. Nope, not a bone. I did also get a piece of leather while fishing, which that is actually really useful for the next thing I want. So this actually should be pretty easy to do. I think we actually have everything there. So 24 arrows we definitely do have because of our mob farm. 9 netherrack. I think, yep, there we go. We have 9 netherrack. What else was it? 24 copper. We have over a stack of copper. And I think the thing we're going to be close to is kelp. We have 12 kelp and we need 13, but I guess we could just plant that and grow that. So let's quickly just throw everything else in. And there we go. So we can complete it. What? Okay, I got too many actual copper, which I can throw back in there. So we can actually complete this, but I don't want to yet, because obviously the actual level of it will scale with our level. And we are now level 10, which does mean that once we enter a vault, we will not have beginner's grace anymore. So if we die without obviously putting the soul thing on it, we will lose everything. Which does mean I actually want to make the quiver. The quiver is actually made, I think, with the resources I have in my inventory. So how is the quiver spelled? I think it's, yeah, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, it's crafted like this. It's an arrow of any kind, 2 leather, 4 magic silk, and then 1 perfect Larimar. If you don't know what the quiver is, it's basically a bundle or backpack for arrows. I don't actually know the maximum amount of arrows you can fit in it. It seems to be, what, 5 stacks is that? Yeah, it seems to be 5 stacks, 384 arrows, which that is so good because that now means we don't have to have arrows in our inventory, taking up inventory space, and we can now carry a bow with us to obviously be able to deal with mobs from long range. One thing I would also like to make is this, soul pouch, because that would be so much easier. Because it means we wouldn't have to keep, like, having soul shards in our inventory. So there's blue, and then there is red, and I think that's how you make... Yes, it is how you make purple. Perfect. Now let's throw dyes into maybe this chest. So is that everything we now have? We need 2 gold nuggets, which we have 3 of right there. Let's quickly just grab 2 of them. We also need a piece of string, which shouldn't be too hard, and an end pearl. And then now we obviously need some wool blocks, which I can grab right there. And that should now be everything. We need, what, 5 purple wool. So let's quickly just make that. And there we go. That's now a bit of inventory space we have saved. Because now, when we actually make or get soul shards, they'll be able to go straight into this rather than into my inventory. We didn't get a desert themed, which means the only chance of us finding husks in this vault is through actual, I think, an elite husk. But we did actually get a modifier of furious, I think. Yeah, mobs do plus 20 damage. So we really don't want to take damage to mobs. And let's quickly just put our shield on so that has the block % chance. I haven't found a single POI that isn't a wooden chest one yet, which is kind of weird. Wait, we've found a mine room. Oh my god. Okay, this is something that I think I'm just going to sit in now for the next 15 minutes and just mine. Because I think this is like really good, especially for Beniotite. And as you can see, even legendary gems. I should have really brought my Silk Touch pickaxe into this vault, because I think we would have got a lot more from it, rather than obviously just mining them all right with this. Well, we have 2 minutes left, and I think I'm going to leave now, just because I don't want to risk dying and losing everything. Let's see how many ores we actually mined, because I think you can actually see from this. Yes, as you can see, we mined 1 painite, we mined 2 alexandrite, we mined 36 beniotite, we mined 1 pitonite, 1 sparkletine, 1 ashium, 1 gorgonite, also 76 larimar, 1 tubium, 3 black opal, 1 xenium, 4 rutide, and 1 echo. That got us 5,700 XP. But the question is, how many ores did we actually get? Okay, they are all there. I did actually get them all out of the shulker boxes, I believe. There's also no more in there. So we actually got 16 beniotite and 36 larimar. That's bad compared to if we had Silk Touch and Fortune, but it's not bad compared to we wouldn't have had them if obviously we didn't find that room. There is all the rest of the loot we got. Not really anything major, but I think that's because I stopped looting to mine the ores. And here is every single ore we have now. I'm pretty sure we're close to actually being able to craft ourselves a pog. I think the one thing we are missing is Iscalium. I could be wrong and we could be missing more. But let's quickly see, how expensive is it to craft a knowledge star this season? So this recipe is still the same, but it's this recipe that has changed. It's now 8 vault diamonds instead of a diamond vault diamond block. And then it's this, which is the expensive part. So it's 4 times 4 Larimar. I think we can actually do it. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. And then I think it's them in there like that. Yes, we then have 3 not Larimar, Beniotite I meant. And that means we now have 3 Beniotite spare, which means I think we can actually make our first knowledge star. We now have our first knowledge star to spend. Someone in the comments of the video, if I can find the comment, then I will put it on screen. But someone recommended getting the actual colossal chests, because this means you can build like one big massive chest and then have unlimited storage basically. I would also really like to get drawers. Is kind of pointless I think in Skyblock because they're not really that useful. They're more useful for bulk items and I'm not really getting like loads and loads of one item. So it's between colossal chests, but it's also pouches I think would be really good. So let's go colossal chests. We've done it now. I don't think you can undo it once it's done. I do also quickly want to see how expensive some other things are because I haven't really looked at the mods. Quality of life, waystones is only 1, but waystones are not really that useful in Skyblock. Elevators could be useful in Skyblock because then that means we can get from like up here to down there without having the water. So that could be something we look into getting maybe later in the future. Yes, that definitely makes sense. So now let's actually make the interface. So we now have at least one of everything, but I'm pretty sure you need like more of these. So I'm just going to quickly build a small one because I don't actually know how this works. I don't know if you can break them after you place them. So let's quickly see. Colossal chest contains an invalid block. Air. Okay, that's totally fine. And I think that should hopefully be it. If I'm correct and I've done this properly. Yes, as you can see, it's now a big chest, which does have... I don't actually know how many inventory spaces it has. So if I do that and then scroll... Okay, it does actually have quite a lot of inventory space. So let's now head into this vault and please, fingers crossed, be a Husker-themed vault. I really want to get that bounty done because we've had it for like 2 weeks now. It's a scavenger vault. That's interesting. The way home is west. Let's actually see if we can complete this vault. We have found coin piles. There's not that many here, but we only need 3 blood vials. And that's 1. So is there any hidden chest? There is a hidden gilded chest. And we got the goblet. Okay, that's insane. I think we now literally just need 2 blood vials and 2 ripped pages. And we now have the 3 blood vials we need, and also the ripped pages. Let's throw in the blood vials, because they're the more rarer thing. And the ripped pages we'll keep until we are ready to leave. Okay, we got in a bit of pickle, so I'm just going to leave. We've got a minute left anyway, and I do not want to die, especially with the amount of loot we got, and also the fact that we could complete the vault. That is incredible as well. We can't actually throw anything away, so the actual, what is it called? The actual boss crate will be thrown on the floor. We've actually made it to level 11, which is incredible. So let's actually just quickly throw that into there so we can pick up the boss crate. And a lot of this is actually like, what is it called? Scavenger items, which are kind of pointless now. So here's everything we actually got from the vault. That doesn't include the scavenger items. As you can see, I've thrown them all into there. We've actually got 2 more Beniotite and 4 more Larimar, which is kind of good. Let's now throw that into there. So we're on our way to getting our next knowledge star. And apart from that, everything else is kind of okay. It's not great. We did also get some more chromatic iron, which is kind of good. 2 netherite ingots, which isn't too bad either. But let's now quickly just roll them. Okay, we did actually get a new relic. What set is that? I don't think we have any in that set. No, we don't. So that's a brand new set we've got. We did also get 3 mystery boxes, which could contain any modded or vault ore. So that one we got emeralds, that one we got Larimar, and that one we got Painite. And I think that's Painite. It is. So that being said, let's now quickly just roll all the mystery boxes and that we got. Let's first of all roll the shield and the sword to see what they are. A good sword would be nice because this one is kind of low. It's on 500 durability. It's a actual... it's scrappy. It's got less attack damage, but the durability is less as well, and the attack speed is exactly the same. It does have an empty prefix, and it does also have soulbound, which means we keep it upon dying. Even that one there is better than that, so I guess we'll leave that one there, maybe scrap that one because it does seem kind of rubbish. The shield looks kind of fancy. It's a peppermint shield. It has 473 durability, which is less than this, but I think there was a nerf between me rolling this one and this one. It does also have thorns, and it does have weakness plus cloud when hit. So I actually think it does have one less block chance though, but this one does also have health. So I think although this one looks fancy, this one right here is better. But I think we can actually fix that by making this thing right here. This is a transmogrification table, and basically what I think that does is it makes it so you can have one model on a different model. So say if I wanted this actual one here to look like the peppermint, we can do that by using this. So I think that's now this that can be crafted, and it is. There we go. I maybe need to make an island in the next video where we can put all these special work surfaces because it's getting kind of crowded on this island. So if I'm correct, you put the actual shield you want to change in here. So yeah, as you can see, I've put this in here and I've unlocked the peppermint one, I've unlocked the default vanilla one, and I've also unlocked the wooden one. I would really like to get this skulk one. That looks awesome. And with that being said, let's now roll the actual scavenger crate. So I didn't really want to put it there because of it falling off the edge. Let's roll it. Okay, there's a chest piece there, a actual shield there. There's also an axe I can see behind the shield, and also a helmet. That's like pretty much one of every vault gear. We also get a regret chunk, also some vault diamonds, normal diamonds, some driftwood, some more bronze, also a wild focus, a actual bitter lemon, which... that's only edible inside vaults. Okay, so you don't actually need a different mod this time around to consume that. Last season you did. So let's now roll these. Let's roll the commons or the scrappies first and see what we get. A decent helmet would be good. Oh, okay. So this has +2 health, 5 thorns, 3 item quantity, and soulbound. It has it's an omega. Oh wow, okay. I thought this was a common. It's not, it's omega. It has 4 armor, 5... okay, it's not better though. I guess the things it has on it is better. The actual axe is 11.5 attack damage, 2,400 durability it does have, and we now do have phantoms. The gold plated shield actually looks incredible. So this one has less durability once again. It has 9 block chance, which is 2 more than that one. It has 1 less health. It does have 6 thorns, which is more, and it does have healing plus cloud when hit. So I actually think this shield is better. I'd also like the model of this new shield as well. Now the chest piece is 5 armor, so it's not as good. It does have some health on it though, which is good. It does also have Thorns damage and Thorns chance. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end this video. Next video, I think we're going to work on quite a few new islands because we want one for the colossal chest. We want one for all these special unique tables. And I also think we want one for a lot of farms that we are going to need for when this gets a bit more expensive. One thing we can do before we do quickly just end is let's quickly just make another crystal to see what we would need if we was to run another vault in the next video. So let's quickly just check. I'm pretty sure we can actually complete that one right this second, but I'm not going to. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.